My documentary is about Banksy, and I have explained in my concept that I've chosen this because I like the idea of art and I want to educate other people about art and share my like for art. I then go on to my concept, which I go into further detail about what style of camera I'll be using and why, and also what I plan to base my documentary around, which is the theme of Made in Britain, which relates to Banksy as he creates his art mostly in Britain. I then talk about my skills and what I'm going to be needing to use throughout the process of my FMP. So my skills which I'm going to need with Wix, e.g. the layout and design of the page to match my theme, and also my skills I'm going to be needing in Photoshop and Final Cut Pro. Then, for my primary research, I decided to create a survey which helped me to see what other people are interested in and if my idea of Banksy is a good idea and is going to be popular. So from that survey, it helped me to build a target audience profile where I listened to what the results of my survey was and I carried it out in this profile. But beforehand, I created a target audience but secondary, and I decided that I wanted to do a documentary because it has a lot of popularity in the UK. Then also in my secondary research, I decided to do some documentary examples, and I wrote about their strengths, which I'm going to be using in my own documentary, because if they were popular in theirs, then they're going to be popular in mine. So I found the strengths and weaknesses and made sure that I used the strengths and left the weaknesses. I also wrote about the different types of documentaries. So I chose poetic and expository and wrote about why I chose to do them. Then in my visual research, I done a few mood boards which strengthened my idea and also helped me to show related images to the theme which I am choosing. This shown mood board is a mood board about Banksy, but I done another one which was related to graffiti art and it shows how the artists are different. I then done some pre-production paperwork, so risk assessment reports, call sheets, location recce, and another risk assessment, which are all important for when I'm going out to film so that everything is in order and organised. The same for a storyboard, which was crucial for me to do because I needed to know what scenes I'm going to be recording, when I'm going to be recording them, and how. So Banksy's theme of artwork is graffiti, and he usually tends to stick to the colour theme of black, red and white, which is what I chose to do in my poster and then also in my title of my FMP movie. And I chose to do a graffiti type style because it was related to him and I wanted to make it look as similar as I could. I then done a script, which I found that was important because I needed to use that so that I knew what I was going to be saying, but at the same time take the poetic theme of documentary in mind and make it as natural as possible. The skills that I learnt throughout were my research template and also my reflective journal because they help me to see what I'm doing and also reflect on what I've done so I can write down my mistakes which I have done and learnt from. Then I gained feedback from my finalised video which I published on YouTube, and I talk about my feedback and how it has helped me to see the places which I have succeeded in and the places which are not so strong. Overall, the successes of my video were that my video ran smoothly and the voiceover matched the music and went in time to the video. But however, the weaknesses were that there was a lack of factual information, and if I were to do this FMP next time, I would most definitely include more images of Banksy's artwork and also more information on his side and from my side as well, so it's more my opinion. And then I showed this in my FMP evaluation where I talk about everything which I thought went well in each of the areas which I done and the weaknesses and the areas.